Welcome to the final game of week number 1 concerning league play. Today's going to feature the Sawpit Termites from Colorado, and they're going to Arkansas to play against the Goobertown Nutcrackers. The next game will be an interleague game, the first of 7 interleague games that decide home field advantage in the World Series. That will be it's in Tuba City, Arizona. Tuba City Half-Notes are hosting the Atomic City Isotopes, so we will get to see Babe Ruth play in Arizona for the first time in ever. Alright, so let's just start with the rosters here, starting with Sawpit. Batting first at shortstop is Arky Vaughan. Joe Morgan is batting second at second base. Of course, everyone knows his name. Carlos Delgado is in the slot, batting third. He had like 50-some dingers. Lou Gehrig is batting fourth. He'll be playing first base. And then batting fifth is Willie Mays in center field. Scott Rowland, the best third baseman to ever do it, he'll be batting sixth. Maglio Ordonez will be in the 7th hole, playing right field. Darren Erstad in left. And then Buck Ewing is behind the dish with Mike Napoli on the bench. On to Goobertown, the Nutcrackers. Center fielder, Ichiro Suzuki. This is rookie Ichiro Suzuki. Shortstop, we got Jose Reyes. And right field, we have Vladimir Guerrero. Third base, we have Triple Crown winner Miguel Cabrera. First base, we have Todd Helton batting fifth. And then in the 6th hole, we got Ray Schalk, catcher. Ryan Sandberg is going to be in second base, batting 7th. And in the slot, riding down the order is Ed Roush. And then Ryan Friel, another red, unfortunately victim to suicide, will be in left field. This is his 2004 year. Not rookie Friel, but this was his best year overall. Good utility man to have. So let's get this game started, huh? Arky Vaughan. Batting first in the first inning. That'll be a 26. He will lead off the game with a triple down the right field line. Joe Morgan is going to get him home early. Let's see what he tries to do here. 23. He will hit a single, hit him in early. Quick 1-0 lead from Sawpit. Carlos Delgado. 23. He will single. Joe Morgan moves to third. Runners at the corners, no outs. And that brings Lou Gehrig to the plate. 15, and Lou Gehrig also doubles. Takes Joe Morgan home. They take a 2-0 lead. Willie Mays wants to keep it alive. 44. He'll fly out to center field, but that will move the runners over. RBI for Willie Mays. Scott Rowland. Due next. 62. He'll strike out. 2 away. Runner on third. 2 outs for Maglio Ordonez. 51. He will also strike out, and that's a side. They take a 3-0 lead on 4 straight hits. Ichiro Suzuki to the plate. Great hitter. 44, he'll line out to right field to start the inning. Jose Reyes up next. 24. A 24 is a single. He gets on base in his first appearance. Next is Vladimir Guerrero, and he rolls a 55. Vladimir Guerrero rolled an F8. That'll hold the runner at first. And last, Miguel Cabrera, 32. That's an F9. The outfield gets their work cut out for them. One hit. Bottom of the order coming up for Sawpit. Darren Erstad, left fielder. 21, he'll ground out to Miguel Cabrera. Buck Ewing, 52. 52 is another ground out to Miguel Cabrera. 2 straight grounders for him, which brings up the arc. 23, he'll get another hit. Joe Morgan wants to continue this pattern. He'll roll a 12. That's a walk, so runners at first and second, 2 outs for Carlos Delgado. A 12 is another walk, and they put the bases loaded with Lou Gehrig up to the plate. 44 for Lou Gehrig. It's F9, and that'll retire the side, so crisis averted. And that'll finish that half the inning. Up next, Ray Schalk. Sorry, Todd Helton. 46, he'll lead off with a double. Slugger Todd Helton leads off a double for Ray Schalk to ground out. Ray Schalk, 45, he'll also get a single. That will score Todd Helton. And Ryan Sandberg up to the plate for the first time. 62, he'll strike out. Ed Roush wants to answer. 24, that's a single. Ray Schalk in at second. First and second, 1 out for Ryan Friel. 46, and he'll hit another single. That'll score Ray Schalk. And Roush moves on the throw. Ryan Friel into first base. 2-3 now. Runners on first and third, 1 out. Double play could end it for Ichiro. 46, double play won't happen. It'll be a double, which means 2 runs score. Ryan Friel, a quick boy on the base paths, will score. And that's a 2 RBI double for Ichiro. They take the lead here in the second. Jose Reyes, 41. He will not strike out. He'll ground out to third base. Ichiro stays put. That'll bring up slugger Vladimir Guerrero. 13. He will walk. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Force at second. Miguel Cabrera. 43. And that's a line shot to the shortstop to end the inning. 4 runs for the Nutcrackers in the second. Give them the lead. Big inning from them. Moving to the Sawpit half, We have Willie Mays up to the plate. .23 is a single. He'll lead off the inning with a hit. Scott Rowland next, 34. Scott Rowland's 34 is also a single. Mays moves into second. Maglio Ordonez next, 16, and he will hit a home run. 3-run shot to take the lead 6-4. So big 3-run shot from Maglio. Plus the Termites up 2. Darren Erstad. 66 is a single for Darren Erstad. Buck Ewing to respond. 34. Another single. Moves Darren into third. And that leaves the Arkmeister. Runners at the corners. No outs. No outs for the Termites. They could come up big here. That's a 61. Fortunately, Arky Vaughan strikes out. No on base this inning. Joe Morgan is up next. 15. He will single. Darren Erstad will score. Buck Ewing in at second. That's an RBI for Joe Morgan. Carlos Delgado to weigh in here in the third. 42. He will not get a hit. He will fly out to left field. Now there are 2 outs for Lou Gehrig. 43. Lou Gehrig will fly out to center field to end the inning. Back-to-back half innings that are huge for the teams. Inning number 3, leading off is Helton. Todd Helton. 26 is another run for Todd Helton as he hits a dinger over the center field wall. Todd Helton responds. Now they're down by 2. Next is Ray Schalk. He rolled a 24. 24 is a single. Back-to-back hits for Ray Schalk. Ryan Sandberg. 24 is another hit. Single. Ray Schalk in at second. Ed Roush. 32. Ground out to shortstop, and that'll be a double play. Ray Schalk moves over. Ryan Friel. 2 outs here, man on third. 53, and he will ground out to shortstop. That'll end the inning. All right, up next is Willie Mays. He leads off the inning again. Can he lead off with a hit again? Let's find out. 53, he will not. He will ground out to second base. And that's 1 out on the Termites. Scott Rowland. 41. He will strike out. That's his second strikeout of the day. Hopefully the last of his career, because I really like him. Maglio Ordonez. 42. Is a ground out to third base. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Sawpit. Buys some time for Goobertown. Ichiro to lead things off here. 12. He will lead off with a walk. Get on base. Second time on base. Jose Reyes, 64. A 64. It's a ground out to third base, and they'll get Ichiro. They will not get Jose Reyes because he's so fast. He's so fast. So it's a fielder's choice. They'll get him at second. Vladimir Guerrero. 61, he will strike out. 2 outs now. Runner on first, Jose Reyes. On first, Miguel Cabrera at the plate. 44. Fly out to center field, and that'll end the inning. The whole inning. We're in the 5th now, boys. And girls, I don't discriminate. Inning number 5 now, Darren Erstad. 54. 54 is a fly out to left field. Buck Ewing. A 44. That's a fly out to right field. 2 outs. Quick here for Sawpit. And now we move up to Arky Vaughan. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. 13. That'll get him on base with a walk. His 3rd time on base. 54. It's a fly out to right, and that'll end the inning. All right, nothing doing here in that half. Let's go down to the bottom half of the inning. Todd Helton is going to lead off again for the 2nd time of the game. 12, he leads off with a walk. Don't play me there. Ray Schalk. 51, that'll be a strikeout. Run on first, 1 out for Ryan Sandberg. 61, that's a strikeout. 2 Ks in this half. Ed Roush rolls a 55. A 55 is a fly out to left field. It'll be caught by Darren Erstad. That'll end the inning. Ryan Field will lead off next half for Goobertown, but for now we go to the middle of the order of Sawpit. Starting with Carlos Delgado. 61, he'll strike out to lead things off here. Lou Gehrig up next. 52. Ooh, ground out to an unassisted first baseman. Willie Mays doesn't want to get a 3rd out here. Wants to get on base. 65. It was a 6. It was a 6. I promise it was 65 until I moved it. 65 is another U3 for Willie. Okay. Now that we're done with that half of the 6th, we can move the other half of the 6th. Ryan Friel, we're back. Wasn't long. 64 for Ryan Friel. Fly out to center. Slow game in the late innings. Ichiro Suzuki. 14 and he'll single. Jose Reyes. 2008 Jose Reyes will roll a 13. 13 is a walk. He will walk. That'll put Ichiro on 2nd. Vladimir Guerrero. Up next. 34. 34 is a single. That'll score Ichiro. Another run scored. Jose Reyes will move to 3rd on the throw. Miguel Cabrera up next. Runners at the corners, 1 out. 26, and he's going to hit a home run. 3-run shot to right field for Miguel Cabrera. And they score 4 this inning. Wow. Score is 8-7. They take the lead. Big hit from Miggy. All right, Todd Helton wants to answer with one of his own. 53. He'll not do it. 3-1 on that one. ground out to the first baseman. And Ray Schalk, catcher. Puts up a 12. That's a walk. And Ryan Sandberg, 53. He'll ground out to second on a fielder's choice. Add Roush to lead the next inning. Now we head to the last third of the game, the 7th inning. Coming into that home stretch, Scott Rowland. 32 for Scott Rowland. Sorry, 23. 23 for Scott Rowland. He'll walk. Lots of walks this game. Maglio Ordonez. 43. 45 is a single. Darren Erstad. .53. Fly out to center field. That'll get Scott Rowland over. He was a quick one back in the day. Darren Erstad's gonna sit still though. 1 out. They still have a chance to score one. Runners at the corners. 1 out. All he needs to do is put it in the air. 24. He'll do better than that. He will hit a single. Arky Vaughan. Arky. 56. And that is a single. That will score Maglio Ordonez. Buck Ewing settles in at second. And they don't take the lead back, they tie. And they tie the game on a hit by Arky Vaughan. Joe Morgan. 52. 52 is a ground out to third base, and that will end the inning on a double play. But the damage is done. They tie the game with that big 2-run inning. And now it's getting exciting here as we enter the late innings. Ed Roush to lead things off for the Nutcrackers. .11 will put him back in the dugout. Ryan Friel. 45, and that'll get him a hit. There's a single for Ryan Friel. Ichiro Suzuki wants to get some more numbers on the board. 42, and that won't happen. Grounds out to a double play to shortstop. Game is still tied here in the 8th. Three, 4, 5 hitters up next. Carlos Delgado. 23. Hill single. Luke Gehrig up next. 34. Hill single. Quickly, runners aboard here. 2 of them. Hard to say they won't give it up with Willie Mays coming to the plate. 34, and that's exactly what he'll do. He'll single in Delgado. Lou Gehrig moves to third on the throw. Willie Mays in at first. and then moves into second on the throw. Scott rolling. Further damage. Runners on second, third, no outs. 54. He will fly out to right field. That will get Lou Gehrig in. That will move Willie Mays over. 1 out here in the 8th. 2 runs scored. 2 runs scored in the 8th. They take a 2-run lead. Maglio Ordonez up next. 36. And that's a double. Willie Mays scores. That's an RBI for Maglio Ordonez. Another one. After dingering earlier today, Darren Erstad wants to get him in. 1 out, runner on second. Darren Erstad rolls a 42. It's a ground out to shortstop. He doesn't move over. I don't know what I'm thinking. And that leaves Buck Ewing. 51 is a strikeout, ending the side. They score 3. 3 in the 8th. That gives them a 12-9 lead. But now, the Nutcrackers need to respond. 2-3-4 hitters up for Goobertown. 31. Jose Reyes will ground out to shortstop. Arky Vaughan will put that away. Vladimir Guerrero up next. 62 is a strikeout for him. Nothing going. Miguel Cabrera had a 3-run shot. 3-run shot in the 6th inning. What he can do here? 43. He will line out to shortstop for the 2nd time today. That'll leave the 9th for them to pick up this lead, but they really gotta hold Sawpit in the 9th. Arky Vaughan, Joe Morgan, Carlos Delgado next. Vaughn, 62. 3-1. Ground out to first base. Joe Morgan, the 2nd batter. 65. Not good enough for a hit. Another first baseman will pick it up. Carlos Delgado on their final out. Foul ball. 25. That's enough for a double. His 3rd hit of the game. He's 3 for 5 with a walk. Lou Gehrig, 53, and that'll retire the side. As so. 3 runs to make up. Goobertown in the 9th. Todd Helton. They need 3 to win. Todd Helton, 43, not good enough for a hit, unfortunately. He'll fly out to center field on a hopeful fly ball. Ray Schalk wants to get on base. He has a better ability to get on base than Bill Dickey does. .56. He will get on base with a single. All right, Bill Dickey is going to sub in for Ryan Sandberg as a pinch hitter. Bill Dickey to the plate strutting. He's a catcher on the bench for the Nutcrackers. Bill Dickey to the plate. 51, he'll strike out for out number 2. And that'll bring Ed Roush up. Ed Roush on his final out. Runner on first. He needs to keep this alive. 14. He will. He'll walk. Runners on first and second right now for Ryan Friel. An unlikely hero. Could be 34. He will get on base with a single, and that will score Ray Schalk. Ed Roush moving to third. Ryan Friel moving to second. Poor decision making by the left fielder, Darren Erstad. Not the best fielder, Darren. He does try to get that throw out at home, and that'll bring in a run. The tying run is in scoring position. Winning run at the plate in Ichiro Suzuki. Has a 1/36th chance of walking this one off right now. 55. A fly out to right field, and that'll end the game. One run in the bottom of the ninth won't do enough. Offense doesn't do enough. And Sawpit will win 12-10. And here's your final score. Ladies and gentlemen, Sawpit, 12 runs on 19 hits. Goobertown, Nutcrackers, 10 runs on 15 hits. Sawpit takes the win